Hey guys, this is Lightning the Nighthog, or as most of you people know as me as Realm Wars. There's been a lot of controversy going around here on YouTube, like how if recolors are original or not. Me, I don't find them original, not really, but I still like to do them. They're fun. I still like to do them because they're really cool to do when you don't really have anything else to do if you need to. But there's also been the recolor haters who bash on those who do recolors. And the one that I've seen getting bashed on the most is Billy the Hedgehog. And I went to look at him, and I gotta say, he is the worst fucking recolor I have ever seen in my life. I mean, one look at this, and you're like, dude, that looks almost exactly like Sonic. That you couldn't even call it a recolor. And he's made 3 videos. One showing off how super creative his character Billy the Hedgehog is, and 2 other ones. The first one was a rant about recolor haters, and the second one was about how he warned them to listen to him about his rant, which absolutely proved nothing. Basically what he did was he took a video of an icon of his character whined like a little bitch about how recolors are original, but just like all the other ones, they ended up falling on their ass. Many people made commentaries on this rant, and many people pointed out a lot of flaws that were so easy to point out. And obviously I could point them out too, because it was so poor. But you know what he keeps trying to do? He keeps trying to flag it as copyright. It's a commentary. You can't flag commentaries. I mean, you can do those without permissions. Game walkthroughs do it all the time. I should know. Shadsilson11 does it all the time. And I'm friends with him. So I should know. And besides, how can you claim copyright on a recolor? And how can you claim copyright which you don't fucking own? How? You can't. Anyway, I'm also going to be making a commentary on this, pointing out a few more things. And yes, I also will talk about the recolor haters too in other parts, but this is just basically about him, how I found things that just makes him fall on his ass. And it's basically the same story all recolored people say, just to try to get out of being lazy. I'll post it if you want. I'm going to do it right now for you guys. I swear to God, you guys are probably going to hate me. Okay, here we go.
Hi guys, it's Billy the Hedgehog here, and there's a big problem on YouTube right now. I mean, I just signed up, and it's a very, very rude awakening here on YouTube.
Oh really? Rude awakening. Please, enlighten us with your knowledge.
YouTube. All I did was make one video with one recolor, and all these trolls start yelling at me because they think he's stupid.
Stupid. What did you expect for them to praise it? I mean, my God, I don't know if you may not notice, but there are some people who do not like recolors because they find them a waste of time, and some people find them unoriginal. And me personally, I sometimes think they are, but I do them anyway because they're fun to do. I like to do it because they're fun. I mean, it unleashes your mind to thinking some of the possibilities you can do. But when I'm looking at this, I'm just thinking, you probably just slapped this together in like 5 seconds. Didn't even think about it. And when he complains about how people say it's stupid, that's because it is. I mean, I'm not the only one to say this. In fact, even some friends I know who do recolors will find this stupid. I mean, people, spiders and other people who I know work their asses off to make cool looking recolors. If this guy comes along thinking, oh, he can just do this and get away with popularity, that pisses me off. That pisses me off how some people will try to get away with lack of work to try to get popularity. Nothing pisses me off more than that.
I mean, seriously, it took me a long time to think of what he should look like. And
oh, are you kidding me? Don't give me that excuse. I could have thought of that in my sleep. Which, come to think of it, is how sometimes I think of my YouTube videos. Yeah, I can be a light sleeper. Crazy! And how could it take you so long to think of something like that? All that proves is you're too lazy to think of something creative. I mean, it doesn't have to be original. Just think of something creative. Think of something cool and unique about it. I mean, recolors aren't going to be original. No matter how many times you edit it, no matter how creative it looks, it will never be original. Like, recolors aren't original. You're just recoloring an image. And even if you edit, you're still using that kind of picture. Well, that's just my opinion, my perspective on it. But some people have different perspectives.
And I get tons of troll messages every day, and it's just not fair. Recolors are original.
Seriously, if I had $1 every time I heard that, I could save the economy.
Because they're not the same as the thing that's recolored.
Not the same of what's recolored. Okay, that's his character, and this is what was recolored.
You dumbass.
I mean, seriously, are you guys on crack?
Oh, you mean like the same drug you used to make that lazy recolor? You got pwned, bitch.
And I'm gonna make some points on why recolors are original.
Oh, my favorite part.
They do not look anything like the original character.
Didn't we already go over this?
I mean, see my person, I made him dark blue instead of normal blue. I mean, that's creative. It's not the same.
Wait a minute! You're using your character as an example? Dude, there's a difference between a good example and a bad example. And that there is the worst example you could ever think of. I mean, how could you use your character as an example? It's a piece of shit. Oh, you made it dark blue. That doesn't mean shit. I mean, it can be dark blue, it can be light blue, it can be medium blue, it can be even piss blue for all I care. It's still freaking blue. Which, by the way, Sonic was already. Oh, and saying that, you changed the color of the fur is creative. It's like changing a white screen to a black screen. Or changing the Mona Lisa from white to black. Or it's basically all the things I could come up with. But you want to know a good example of a recolor? Look at mine. Yes, that is a recolor. Yeah, I took a shadow picture, I recolored it, but guess what? I added edits. I gave him nice baggy pants. I changed his shoe design. I gave him gauntlets, a nice cape, and I changed his quills. That's creative. Is it original? No, because I had to use a picture. But you want to know something? I'm not saying it's original. I'm saying it's creative, but it's not original because I had to use someone else's work to do that. Maybe that's something you'd ought to do instead of claiming the stuff as your own or something. Wait, what's that? I don't know. That's art theft, isn't it? Man, I hope you get sued.
Seriously, I gave him orange stripes too.
Oh, you just added detail like lines, yeah. That automatically makes it nothing like Sonic.
Too. And it's hard because I did have Sonic and not Shadow.
Oh, and guess what I made a recolor of? Shadow! The irony!
And still got stripes. And they get their own backstories and ages and statistics. And they're not the same as the main one. I mean, seriously.
Okay, that's something I can't give them. Sure, some recolors may not be original, but some of their backstories can be quite original and stuff like that. But wait! What's your backstory? Absolutely nothing! Just listen to his bio. Billy the Hedgehog, age 12. Well, maybe that's why you're crying like a little bitch in your rant thing. Like Chris Crocker. Can't believe I'm making that kind of reference. Grade 7th. Powers. Faster than Sonic, but I don't know how that's possible since Sonic is quote-unquote the fastest thing alive. Stronger than Knuckles because he wears brass knuckles. Just because you wear brass knuckles doesn't make you stronger than Knuckles, because anyone can wear brass knuckles, even me, and can bite people's head off with his super cool braces. Great, now he's making fun of brace people. Wow. I can't wait for YouTube to see my amazing character. Popularity, here I come. You shouldn't have to announce that. Same thing like with your title. Billy the Hedgehog, my super creative recolor. Even if it is creative, you shouldn't have to announce it. It's like with Ghostbusters for the NES at the end when it said congratulations. You just completed a great game. And yeah, it did say congratulations. That wasn't a blooper. You're talking about how fan characters have a creative backstory, yet your character has jack shit.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Coming up next, part 2.